Hey, what's up everybody? This is Mr. 008 here, and today I have for you a video covering the next few updates for Bloons Tower Defense 6. So, the last time I made a video like this was for updates 33 and 34, shortly after update 32 came out, and that was a pretty popular, well-viewed video on my channel, so I decided, why not give it another go for the next few updates since Ninja Kiwi put out some more information about those next couple of updates. So I think that without further ado, we should begin right now. So just a quick disclaimer, I do not work for Ninja Kiwi, so if I'm reading things in such a way that it sounds like I'm part of Ninja Kiwi or anything, I'm not. I just want to make sure that that is clear. So let us begin. So under the looking forward section mentions basically that the Ninja Kiwi team in their Auckland office, I presume that's in New Zealand, that's where the BTD6 team is based at least, was closed due to a flood since the end of January, but now it is back open again. It's almost fully repaired, and the team is ready to start working in person again. They've been working from home for the last few months. So here is some information covering update 38. Let's begin there. So there will be a new boss in the game that is scheduled for update 38, and that is Phayze. So this Phayze boss is original sounding. It does not sound like it's from Bloons Monkey City, because we already have 3 of those 4 bosses in the game: Bloonarius, Vortex, and Dread Bloon, but we do not have Blastopolis yet. But maybe we will have Blastopolis in the future, but this Phayze boss seems like a different boss. So I have seen some comments suggesting that this Phayze boss may have different phases, or states, sort of, that it switches between. Maybe it'll switch between phases at each skull, sort of like Dread Bloon does. But instead of switching between a bunch of different immunities, it can switch between different properties. Like, for example, sometimes it moves faster, while other times it gives shielding or fortification to Bloons. So that would be pretty interesting to see. That's just a guess, a speculative guess about what the boss may do, or how it may work, but yeah. So, Summer Fun, a new Brickell hero skin and a water park map aimed towards intermediate to help keep the Northern Hemisphere summer cool. Sounds nice. So, I'm guessing that update is scheduled for either the end of July or maybe middle or end of August, who knows, but probably somewhere between late July and late August, I would presume, based off of the Summer Fun part. So that will be nice. Next, let's take a look at update 39 content. So scheduled for the second update out from what we have in the game right now is the map editor. Now, the map editor has been under construction since last year, with testing happening during 38.0 development. I'm not sure if that's underway just yet, but it definitely will be soon if it is not underway just yet. So it's nice. It will be nice to see that in the game, some map creation tools in player hands, and I look forward to that as well. For those of you who do not know this already, I would presume that a lot of you don't know this yet, but I got into Bloons Tower Defense when Bloons TD 4 was relatively new, so probably around 12, 13 years ago, maybe something like that. And when I got into the game, or the franchise more broadly speaking, there was a map editor in Bloons TD 4, However, I could not use it because Ninja Kiwi had said on their Flash website that the map editor was discontinued a short period of a few months maybe before I started playing, so that was disappointing. I had always wanted to use a map editor, but I will be very happy to try this map editor out in Bloons TD 6. Plus, the games have come a long way since then, so it will be nice to see how this will work. A new hero is scheduled for that same update, the Spirit Walker, another unique design that Ninja Kiwi is sandboxing already to make sure it has as much balance and art iteration as possible. So no hints other than its name. I'm wondering if it may, let's see, Spirit Walker. I'm wondering if it may work in such a way that it will basically possess certain bloons, or maybe spawn bloons of its own to fight against the normal bloons. I don't know. Maybe it'll do that. Maybe it will be able to fly all over the map or teleport all over the map, something like that. Or maybe it will have a spirit animal fighting on its behalf for the monkeys, and maybe that animal will evolve when the hero gets farther along in terms of leveling up and all of that, so that will be pretty nice to see. Then we have update 40, new key content, including the monkey Sub Paragon. So the sub is officially going to be the next Paragon in the game. So we already have 7 Paragons. We have 2 primary Paragons, the Dart and Boomerang Paragons. We have 2 military Paragons, the Buccaneer and the Ace. We have 2 magic Paragons, the Ninja and the Wizard, and 1 support Paragon, the Engineer. So we will have to see what will be happening with the monkey Sub Paragon. It does make sense to put out another military Paragon next, given that there are 7 different military monkeys in the game, and it will be nice to see how things change, because the monkey Sub, I presume, will, 1, get buffed by the Navarch, because the Navarch's buff, just like the carrier flagship, increases the attack speed of all water-based towers, as well as all aces. So it will be interesting to see the synergy and how that may work between the Navarch and the Sub Paragon. And the second thing is that the Sub Paragon, if it has an Energizer-based buff that lowers ability cooldowns, perhaps that will affect the Navarch. So that will be pretty nice to see. 2 Paragons that may in fact buff one another, rather than just one buffing the other and the other not buffing the first one back. So something more mutualistic rather than commensalistic, I think would be the right term. So yeah, I'm eager to see that. Also, stretch goals, boss rush team event, and contested territory themes. Lots of Unknowns 3 updates out, but NK has strong plans for a new team event and new parameters for contested territory, making each event more dynamic, and anything they don't get done by the end of the year, they say they will have strong groundwork for 2024. So I'm definitely looking forward to these updates and what they will bring to the game. And even if some things get shelved for an update or 2, just like the Beast Handler did from when it was originally supposed to come out, it will be interesting to see how that ends up turning out. And again, even if it does not come out right away, or like right when Ninja Kiwi expects for it to come out, at that time, it will still be nice to see all of this in action when it does come out, and knowing more things about these features as the timing gets closer and closer for them to come out will also be pretty nice. So here is the last portion of this, like what's next for BTD6 type of part of this thread. So for consoles, Ninja Kiwi is trying to get BTD6 pushed out on Xbox and PlayStation. It's been a little slow, but the like the last few issues it looks like are getting ironed out, and so yeah, maybe towards the end of the summer or the start of the fall, maybe we will see things at the latest coming out for consoles by then. So Nintendo Switch they're looking at as well, but it will require some more development for that to be put into place. So that will be interesting. And I look forward to that. I do wonder how they will be able to update the game for console versions, but maybe there's some stuff about consoles that I don't know just yet, and maybe that will allow them to submit update after update for these console versions without having to constantly make remakes of the game or let the game go out of date because they can't update it. So that will be interesting to see. I mean, I am not familiar with any consoles from like the last 15 years, dare I say, other than maybe the Wii U and the PS3 and Xbox 360 and consoles like that, but I'm not familiar with the PS4, the Xbox One, the Nintendo Switch, or anything like that. Like, I used to play classic console games all the time, like Nintendo DS games and DSi and things like that, but I never got into the 3DS or anything like that. Like, shortly after that stuff started coming around, I stopped using consoles altogether and got into PC games. Then after that, I got into mobile games in the following few years, and yeah, that's how it's been ever since, basically, for my gaming experience. But let's look at this comment right here from SavNK regarding the known bugs. So let's see. Magus Perfectus with a degree of 99 crashes the game. I'm guessing that's fixed. On Epic only. I'm not sure what Epic is, but if someone could clarify what that is in the comments, feel free to do so, and thank you in advance. There's a conflict or crash regarding that. Map path orders are incorrect on maps that have more than one track. That was fixed. Impoppable prices higher than they were supposed to be, also fixed. Boss hit point bar no longer updates visually after a second retry last round. Only visually speaking, I think that was also fixed. And then there were some other bugs that were not fixed yet, including bugs with the Wizard Lord Phoenix, not the Paragon, just the 5th tier. Also with completing chimps giving an incorrect amount of monkey money, possibly tying in with the Mo monkey money, monkey knowledge point, setting the target priority to lock in place on the helipilot after placing a marine, causing the game to crash, monkey knowledge road spikes disappearing when reloading a save, things like that. Surprisingly, the bug with the Wizard Paragon Phoenix is not listed there as a known bug, but it is definitely something that we will want to get some more transparency on and see if that gets fixed in the near future, but I'm hoping it does, because I'm not going to lie, I'm going to be pretty disappointed if Ninja Kiwi says it's not a bug and it's working as intended, because the Phoenix, like, I want it to shoot faster at higher degrees, just like it did in the early access footage. Like, that's how I feel the tower is meant to be. But let's scroll through here a little bit and see if there is more stuff known that isn't working right. Let's go ahead and see. Someone's talking about a boss glitch and things like that. I'll upvote that right there, because the Magus Perfectus Phoenix, like, the fact that I don't think it's the Phoenix, I think it's the actual wizard himself that is consuming a lot of mana when there are lots of Bloons inside of his range, but I presume that is the, I don't know if it's a bug or a feature, but the property that is being referred to there, or the characteristic, for lack of a better word. But we will see here. I'm not sure if this is a bug or not, but something relating to the Ray of Doom that I just thought of when I saw this comment from Garlic Clout Bread is that bad balloons do not have a laser shock effect, visually speaking, on them. I don't know if it affects them or if it doesn't affect them, but it doesn't show the laser shock when you have a Ray of Doom and you target a bad. There is no visible laser shock on the balloon itself, so I'm wondering if that is intended or a mistake or a bug, but I don't know. But I do want to get some transparency on some things that I think are bugs but may or may not actually be bugs, such as the Wizard Paragon Phoenix attacking at the speed of a degree 1, even at higher degrees, the rapid mana consumption when lots of Bloons are in radius of the Magus, and for example, super glue and solver glue not being able to stack on the same Bloon, things like that. Are they bugs or are they features? That is something that I would like to know for sure, like from Ninja Kiwi themselves. But yeah, it will be interesting to see how that plays out, and I will continue to make some more videos about the balance changes and update coverage as each update comes around, and I will stop it right here. But I would like to say, in response to the comment by Firewind Refuge, I do agree. I do want to shout out Ninja Kiwi right here and say that I do appreciate their detailed posts as well. Not only about when an update comes out, not only the patch notes, but also the update notes, like, in advance for future updates, what they're working on, what's next for the game. It's just nice to have a development team like that. So if it sounded like I was being negative, just now when I was saying, is this a bug or is this a feature? I was not doing so. I'm not trying to put a bunch of pressure on Ninja Kiwi or anything like that. They're a great company. I love their games, especially Bloons Tower Defense 6. And there's a lot of great stuff about their games, both as individual games and collectively speaking. And I'm just glad to be a part of this community. All I was trying to say by that is that having even more transparency would be even better for the game, knowing if the 5th tier glue gunners and the Magus Perfectus are working as intended, or if there are things that have yet to be fixed surrounding them. But that is where I am going to wrap it up here. Thank you all for watching this video, and I hope you've enjoyed. If you have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more interesting content, and I will talk to you all again in the next video. Peace out.